Hey, welcome to another episode of Three Conservative Gimps, where we stand tall, proud as one. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a great week. Weather-wise, it's been up and down here. It's either in the 70s, it's in the 50s, and now they're talking about possible snow tomorrow. So it was a beautiful day today. We were in the mid 70s today. So uh, spring is here in the Rockies. Stick around for 5 minutes and it'll change. All right, let's welcome all the way from Muskogee, Oklahoma. He just got back a few days ago from his pleasant trip to Florida for the South Florida Drone Meetup. It is Lloyd Mendenhall. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Art, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good. Just been working, and we still got a crap ton of work. I'm going to be busy the rest of this month, and who knows what next month will be like.
Well, I tell you, I felt like I'd been working, man. That's a run and gun situation between having to, wait to fly, and of course, I talked about a little bit on my show Monday, which I ended up doing. Which anybody who might have watched that kerfluffle, I apologize. I kind of lost it on one of the people that was watching, and yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got a little snarky. So no, it's somebody new, and they
Uh,
just it was all my fault. I was really tired, and I was wore out, and I just I'm getting too I can't do those getting up and as early, because I'm just getting too old for that shit, you know. Because, but yeah, but I had a ball down there. I mean,
oh, that's
Bill
what.
and his wife are the absolute most enjoyable people and
Yes, they are.
fantastic hosts and hostess. And
Mhm.
I really appreciated him putting me up. So, and that's another thing. Bill probably may not be doing a show Saturday night because he had last weekend off. He had 4 days in a row. I think he's got to cover for somebody on the Saturday night. So he may not be doing his show Saturday. We'll wait and see on that.
All right.
But
Okay.
yeah, they were great. Bill was, I mean, uh, he made sure that there was always something for me to do if I wanted to do it. If I just wanted to chillax at the house, we did that, and,
Cool. Cool.
uh, uh, for those that have heard me say it before, I said I'd never buy I wasn't buying another drone after I came back. Well, I haven't. I've come close. I came real close to buying the Neo 2, but
Oh boy.
I've held off. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but so far, you know. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, and there was a lot of Neo 2s out there.
Good.
Poor
And
Philip
some of
lost.
them not very buoyant. I hear.
Yeah. Philip Koshat. If you saw that video, yeah,
Yeah.
they do not float well.
No, they don't.
But
And
uh,
my
neither do helicopters, apparently.
yeah. Hmm.
Archie helicopter went down. That was the first one. They lost. Yeah. And
Wow. How many
just the
drones?
two. Just
Just
the
those
two.
two. Wow.
Well, and Jay Santiago lost his Mini 5 on a
Oh no.
flyaway. He
Uh
did a
oh.
flyaway. Yeah.
Come fly away, fly
Yeah. And,
away.
he apparently crossed the highway and didn't realize that the wind had pushed him further than he thought, and he couldn't get it back, and it landed over there, and they couldn't find it. So I don't know if he ever got it or not. But and there's
That's
Mr. Charles. So yeah.
Hello,
Mr.
hello.
Charles.
So
Miss-
altogether, we only lost three. Well,
Yeah.
two drones and a RC helicopter, and that was partly the pilot's fault. Actually, it was the pilot in charge. It was his fault. He accidentally hit. He was fixing to hand it off to somebody and accidentally, or show it to somebody or whatever, and accidentally He's like, "Yeah, you can just let go of it and it'll fly." And unfortunately, when he did that, he accidentally put it in manual mode.
Uh-oh.
Wrong switch.
Uh-oh.
He put it in manual mode and it sunk like a rock.
Oh boy.
But
Alrighty, now that we've covered the
recap on that.
southern,
All right.
yeah, good to hear. It made me envious. I can't wait for next year, and I'm going to be in the process of squirrel away a few bucks each month, and I'll be able to go do that. So that's what's going on. So let's get to political news. Big news is the Strait of Hormuz. Uh, Trump's talking about closing it, and everybody keeps thinking that all the traffic is stopped, and it's not true. Lloyd, you want to explain?
What he has done is he put up a barricade at both at two ends of that gulf. One up, it's basically he's blockading Iran. There's another port up there where they come out of, so he's blockaded up there
Right.
at that end of that whole inlet there in
Mm-hmm.
that Gulf area, and he's blockading any of the ports of there at
Iran.
Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what the problem is on the uh is it Oman side of the
South
strait?
side. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's where they've done the mining, was on the Oman side,
Right. Mm-hmm.
which leaves that other area up there open, but that's now going inside of Iran's territorial waters, and
Right.
they want to charge for going through that.
Right.
But so we've been sending our minesweepers into that supposedly mined area. So far, they have not gotten any mines out of it. They're not even, and they're using all sorts of different
Right.
devices. They not discuss. So far, it's been completely clean. But the problem has been until there's 100% guarantee that they, by the insurers for these shipping companies don't want them going through that particular area that has been previously was declared by Iran to have been mined.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, we've been escorting ships uh, in and out of there without any problems. The only thing that's being blocked, the blockade is on Iran, not on the strait.
Right.
It's on the ports coming out, or any ships that are leaving Iran, such as China,
China.
uh, which is
Russia.
Russia. Any of those ships that are, going to or from, they're stopping them from going to Iran as well.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's a blockade,
Right. Mm-hmm.
straight and
Yeah.
simple, but it's
Right.
only against Iran.
Right. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to, choke their economy because ships aren't going in or out. They can't get weapons to their proxies. Uh,
And that was what Iran thought they were going to do to the world economy when they said they were, you know, we're going to stop traffic through the Strait of Hormuz.
uh-huh.
Unfortunately, it backfired on them because one of the things that happened, it forced all these oil rich countries in Saudi Arabia to finally start saying, hey, let's build pipelines and get around it. We're never going to be held hostage by them again.
Right.
Into
That's
conversation. And it was, and that was their one card of leverage that they had, was the strait, and it backfired. So
mhm. I believe there already is a pipeline, and I think there's something like 7 million barrels a day that are going
yeah,
through that
well,
pipeline.
but there, I think a couple of the other countries are building into that.
Oh,
Some of the
good.
other. I think
Mhm.
Saudi Arabia has a pipeline, but I think they're building like a pipeline, basically a port of call where they converge and then they can pump them out of wherever. But it's
Right,
it's it's causing them to update that and to make it better,
right,
more viable to use the pipeline than it is to go through put up with Iran.
right.
They screwed themselves over, which
Mhm.
is they. They managed to do. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say, God forbid anybody hear this, but I'd say the Republican National Committee was running Iran because if we can screw up an election, if we can
Yeah.
screw up an election, we will do it. You know,
Yep.
we can find. Well, Iran's managed to screw up a war.
Yep.
Makes
Yep.
you wonder who's in charge over there.
Well, when Trump announced closing the straits, uh, oil went up again, and it briefly got over $4 a gallon here in the Denver area. But now it's well down below $4. Last I looked, the highest price was $3.90, and it
Yeah,
had been down as low as $3.60. I got gas this week for $3.41 a gallon, which was cheaper than last week.
well, I just got gas today here in town. And it was like 3.23 a gallon. Now in Florida, it was running $4 and above. But there were
Right.
a few places that had it for less than $4, and I was looking at, because I had to top off my rental car to take it
Right.
back, and I paid 385 where I got it at.
Mhm.
So yeah, and but I had seen it for as high as 425 for regular gas,
Right. Hmm.
and but it may have been that on Friday, but by Monday or by Tuesday morning, it was down to 385 almost everywhere, and a few places lower than that.
Right. Right. And also, Israel's been bombing the crap out of Hezbollah, and Iran was trying to say, no, no, they're violating the ceasefire. You can't do that. And it's like, wait a minute, they're not part of this. That's their problem. You know, and right now, Israel and Lebanon have agreed to, work together, and Lebanon wants to see the Hezbollah out of there.
Yeah, there is a temporary ceasefire going into place between the Lebanese government and Israel.
Mhm.
Uh, and the president of Lebanon and the president of Israel are both supposed to meet with Donald Trump in Washington. First time in almost 50 years that they've
Wow,
met. So,
that's awesome.
so that's another, but the problem is right now Hezbollah is actually in a stronger position than what Iran is, because Hezbollah for some reason still is getting money from somewhere,
Right,
and probably Russia, or
right.
China.
Hmm.
And so they're going to have to be dealt with. They're going to have to be taken out. So uh,
Right. Hmm.
maybe between Israel and Lebanon, because at one time Lebanon was a Christian country.
Yes, it was.
It was very Western and freedom. Uh, uh, I had one friend that dated a Lebanese, and I had another gal that I actually was in between one and two that I actually dated for a short period of time. She's just a sweetheart,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know she was Lebanese. She blonde hair, blue eyed girl, but she was, had
Yep.
been she was from Lebanon.
Yep. Yep. Uh, let's see. The company I used to work for was owned by Lebanese. Tony Zackham owned the
Yeah.
company, and his uncle was a former state senator and state rep, and later became ambassador to Bahrain
Hmm.
during the Reagan administration.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his uncle used to be, I think, vice president of finance at the company that I worked for back in
Okay.
the 80s. So,
Cool.
yeah,
I need
so it used to be a Christian nation up until right after
right after the Ayatollah.
right after the Ayatollah, and that's when the the Islamists took over the country
Well,
and
and then
basically,
there was the bombing. There was a bombing in Beirut, and
right. Hmm.
once we pulled out of there, it just it went into civil war and has been
Right.
predominantly Islamic ever since. Yeah,
Right. Hmm. Yep.
yeah. Who
And
wants to go to Iran anyways? Uncle Bill says.
yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
hey, Uncle Bill. Again, thank you for being such a kind host and putting up with
Hmm.
my cantankerous attitude some days.
Mm.
But
So, here in Colorado, we had our Republican State Assembly, which was a dumpster fire because it was like 3 hours late. And when it finally got going, all the candidates had to shorten their speeches from 10 minutes to 5 minutes.
was that a bad thing? I mean, who wants
Well,
to listen to a politician
yeah, that's
rattle
right.
on? Again, there's a perfect example. That sounds like the same people as running Iran right now. Total
And
Charlie Foxtrot. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
they decided to have it in Pueblo, Colorado. Yeah,
Pueblo's on the eastern slope or western slope.
it's on the Front Range, south of Colorado Springs.
Okay, that's I always get I always forget which is which. Pueblo and Durango because yeah,
Durango is on the
is on the
southwest corner,
yeah,
Colorado.
exactly. Yeah. But Pueblo, Durango, one is one of
Yeah,
them
Goldberg,
Spanish sounded,
Iceberg.
yeah. Goldberg, Iceberg, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
all the same. Yeah.
they're all the same. So let's see. Two of the Republicans made it on the ballot. That'd be Victor Marks and Scott Bottoms. They're both state reps, and
What was his last name?
Scott Bottoms and Victor Marks, Marx.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
X marks the spot or you got the bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
Scott Bottoms got the most votes, so he's on the top part of the ticket. Barbara Kirkmeyer made it on the ballot. She decided to go through petition, so she's
Huh.
on the ballot. So she is a state senator out of Weld County. Uh, so I don't
Wells
think,
County.
yeah, that'd be Loveland, Fort Collins, up in that area. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't think any of those Republicans will win the gubernatorial race. I think uh, Greg Lopez, who is running as an unaffiliate, will get more votes than those guys will. I
Right.
don't know
Yeah.
if they'll beat the Democrat, but we shall see. It's up to it'll be between Bennett and Weiser. Yeah. Weiser is the former attorney general, and Bennett is our senator. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's going on here in in Colorado politics. What else? Oh, we had an interesting event happen just a couple of days ago. Eric Swalwell, congressman from California and a candidate for governor, has resigned from Congress over alleged sexual assault. Yeah,
Yeah, the champion of Chinagate.
yeah, Chinagate. Yeah,
I don't know how the hell he ever got in that position to begin with. He should have, he should have been arrested on espionage to begin with. But
yeah.
yeah, it just goes to show you what it is the reason it has become a big deal right now is because he was gonna if he had kept running, there was a chance the Republican could have actually won
Right.
the election. So
Mm-hmm.
Democrats being who they are, they threw him under the bus.
Right.
Said, oh, I mean, they had the interviews, the stories, everything ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but Republican Congressman Gonzalez has also resigned because of an affair he had with one of his interns who later committed suicide.
Well, that's never good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you got the what is it, Virginia lieutenant governor that just today he or last night he murdered his wife and killed himself. Former
Wow.
lieutenant governor. Yeah, he'd ran for governor in his last term, and because he'd been charged with or been accused of sexual misconduct. Nothing had ever been proved. He's never arrested. No charges came of it.
Right.
And he was in the process of getting a divorce, but he and his wife were still living in the same house. But apparently, he'd become abusive, and then I guess I got a 911 call about midnight last night that and his two teenage sons were there. They've got it on video camera in the house, and
Oh boy.
I guess he shot his wife 4 or 5 times, and then turned the gun on himself. So
Oh no. Oh boy.
that's and he was a Democrat, uh, former lieutenant governor of I think Virginia. I don't think it was West Virginia. I think it was Virginia. So,
Right. Mm-hmm. And you also have a representative out of Florida who's been convicted of fraud for using campaign funds for personal use. And Paulina Luna,
mm,
state Republican representative out of Florida, is trying to have her expelled from Congress. So,
yeah, and also apparently there's some other misconduct charges being brought up against in the Senate against somebody. I don't they haven't announced who it is yet, but
mm,
one of the senators is fixing to bring that to the forefront and see about bringing procedural you know whatever it is they do in the Senate, expelling them or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Censure, expelling them. Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. So they're
Right.
kind of cleaning house. The Democrats are getting their, a lot of the Democrats are cleaning house on because apparently there's been yeah, you're welcome. I just saw what Bill wrote. Yeah, you're quite welcome. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I did, but I flipped the mattress, so you didn't notice. But
Ah,
anyways,
there you go. He was dreaming he was a chicken, and he was laying an egg, and somebody
yeah,
woke him
no,
up.
no, I
Boy, you
didn't.
shit the bed. Eh.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't. So, anyways, but yeah, so there's been quite a bit of. It's funny now. All of this sexual misconduct stuff against the Democrats coming out. It's
Yeah,
almost like, where's the news and the reporters and all this stuff?
yeah, that's right. And they never talked about it for years. And then
Yeah, now
all
all of
of
a sudden that the tides turned a little
a
bit. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, oh, it was like a known secret. Everybody knew about the
now here's the
Swalwell
thing:
murder.
are the ones that are being outed by the news agencies, are they the moderate Democrats and the progressives are trying to get rid of them because there's not enough progressive Democrats there?
Well, Swalwell, I wouldn't consider him a moderate. He is, he's from San Francisco area, so he's pretty darn liberal. I think they just wanted to get rid of him to kind of shake
Yeah,
up
make it
the race for
the race
governor.
a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Hmm.
Yeah, but anyways, but I think a lot of it is that the progressives are trying to get rid of all of the
Oh,
less progressives. Yeah,
right. The moderates and yeah,
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 the
because
slightly liberal compared to the progressive liberals. You know.
right. Yeah, and the party has really slipped further and further to the left. And
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
and they what else was I saw today? 'Cause I hadn't really been paying attention this weekend or this, first part of the week to politics that much.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ye
California, they have open primary in California. Okay.
yeah, and it's also what they call a jungle primary for, the top vote getters get on the
Oh,
ballot. So if the 2 Republicans are the 2, top vote getters, they're on the ballot.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So, yeah, this kinda shakes things up, and
yeah,
who
there are
knows?
too many Democrats. They need Swalwell to get out of the way, and
Right.
he was the perfect patsy.
Mhm. Yeah, and wasn't he the one was spouting off in, Congress, say, "Believe all women." Don't Republicans ever talk to women? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
Mm, man. Yeah,
yeah. He's supposed to be a woman supporter, and yet,
yep, he's the one that bang, bang, fang, fang. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah,
Yep. Mhm.
yeah. Yeah,
He
I won't go there. I was gonna go somewhere else with that, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna try and keep some class.
yeah, keep some class in. Anywho,
But
what
not to
else?
you, Bill.
Not to you, Bill.
Yeah.
Artemis has splashed down, come back from the moon.
Yeah.
And,
We watched it live at Sticks Friday
oh,
night.
okay,
Bill
cool.
put it on. You could try. Bill, I can try to have class. Class is a way of life.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they put it up on the big screen in Sticks so we could
Cool,
watch it.
cool.
So
And where was I? Well, I worked last Saturday, so that's probably why I missed it. And a lot
it
of
happened
it was
Friday night. How could
Friday
you?
night. Okay.
Yeah, it's Friday nights.
Oh yeah,
Friday
that's
evening.
right. I had a show Friday night, and it
Yeah,
was just Dominic and me.
yeah.
So it was a short show. We managed to do an
Ain't it
hour and
always
a
short
half.
with you?
Yeah, it's always short. So is this show. Anyway, but something happened. I noticed the time on my show was 45 minutes, where I swear we did over an hour. So, but I got a message from, I think it was Steve Jeunesse saying, "You guys froze up." I'm like, "Well, what the heck
Huh?
happened?" So maybe we touched on something that uh, YouTube thought, "Oh, sorry, can't have that."
Yeah, they normally they don't do that. Literally just the two of you.
Hmm. So I got my soundboard working. I don't know if the people out there on the show can hear it. So I got my, this one's for Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my soundboard working. You know what I needed? Since we were talking about Swalwell, I should have had some fart sounds for
Yeah,
it.
you can. Those can be. Yeah, he said. Yeah, they heard it.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool.
Oh, great. Now we got. put up with him doing that for the next 6 months. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I apologize.
Yep.
But
Ah, so what
yeah,
else?
I mean, it was kind of neat to see it splash down. It was uh
Hey,
mainly the ones that were really watching the Artemis coming down were all the old timers.
right, right.
Those that remember when you know 1969 when they went to the moon and landed
Mhm,
again. So yeah,
mhm.
it did. It was kind of reminiscent of the was it Apollo 8 that went around the moon the first
Yep.
time.
Mhm.
Sort of reminded you of that.
And that was
And
at Christmas time.
yes, it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, December 68.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason I remember those dates so well is because my sister, whose initials were LEM,
Um.
which is the same as a lunar excursion model, she
Hmm.
got a kick out of that talking about the limb, so she really was looking forward to seeing the moon landing. And unfortunately, she had to watch it from higher than we did because
Hmm.
she passed away in June of 68 and never got to see it, at least not from this point. It might have looked better. She might have had better seats than
Yeah.
us.
Might have
I
had better.
suspect that her seats were much better than mine.
Hmm.
But yeah. So I've always remembered those dates because that time period. But yeah,
Yep.
uh, and
Yep. I
so yeah,
remember
it was
a lot of those.
yeah. So it was kind of nice. I'm kind of glad we're doing it again. There's a new
Yeah.
generation, a new three generations of children since the last moon landing. Or a couple
Right.
anyway.
Hmm.
And well, matter of fact, the kids that when was the last time we went up there? 72.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
at Skylab after that.
Well, I'm talking about to the moon.
To the moon, yeah, it would be 72. Yep.
So we've got some of the kids that were born after we landed on the moon are grandparents now.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
I still can't fathom that that was 50 years ago.
oh yeah,
Oh,
or
I'm
longer. Yeah, longer than 50
like,
years
oh,
ago.
holy,
Yeah.
it's been that long? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Because I mean, you figure Parker was born in 75. Well, that was after we'd gone to the last person went to the moon.
Hmm.
And he's a grandfather now. So that just goes to show you kids,
54
54
years.
years. Yeah.
Yep, that's
So
right.
it's hard to believe. I mean, to me, uh, looks like they're going to establish a base there.
Yep.
That's what they're working on is sending up stuff to start, sending stuff up to start establishing a base because that's going to be one of the jumping off points towards going to Mars,
Mars.
for
Yep.
the Mars
Hmm.
missions.
Right.
Which I don't know if I'll be around to see us land on on. I would love for me to be. I'd love to still be around when we land on Mars, just so I could say, yeah, I remember when we landed on the moon, and now I get to see him land on the Mars. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought we were going to be on Mars in the 70s. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Then we stopped doing
underground water. Yeah, I heard they're supposed to be going after some uh
water
yeah, water. Yeah, yeah,
or water.
water. Yeah, water. Yeah.
Water.
But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, hydrogen and oxygen. You're right. That's rocket fuel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I mean, it would be neat to be able to see them land on Mars. But yeah, we weren't going to Mars in the '70s. Hell, we just got through going to the moon. There's no way in hell we were ready to go. You know, because we just started. We just done Skylab. Was it Skylab? Was that what it was called? Yeah.
And then we had
And
the rendezvous with the Russians.
yeah, yeah. The
We
Soyuz.
had that. And I think we landed a probe on Mars, and
Probably, yeah, around that
yeah,
time.
that'd be in the mid
You know,
to
you
late.
just okay. Our daughter Tammy, she was born in 1970. And of
Mhm.
course, mind you, her mind is not all there with drugs and hasn't been for a long time.
Right.
But they were talking about when they were talking about the International Space Station, and she either didn't remember, or she was her mind was so addled she didn't remember. She didn't realize we'd actually gone to the moon. She didn't even realize we had a space station.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know, and it's like, yeah, what do you think the shuttle's been doing? You know, they've been going up there. It's like, I didn't know that, and this was this uh 15 years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, when she was 2 years old was the last time we went to the moon. She had no clue that
Right.
we'd gone to the moon. You know,
Mhm.
and yeah, water exists on the moon primarily as ice mixed with regolith in permanently shadowed craters at the poles, with
Yep.
trace amounts of sunlight areas. Estimated 600 billion kilograms of water ice exist.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah,
That,
little
that's a lot.
yeah, just thawing that shit out, and you got and separating it
Mm.
between oxygen and hydrogen, and
Separated.
yeah,
Yep.
and yeah, I knew that's what they were that was what they were working on. I didn't realize that's uh
Mhm.
uh that's was what they were going on, you know, that. And I've often wondered, you know, of course I really expect what they're going to find out is the moon is hollow. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Mm.
it's actually a mega structure, but you know,
There you go.
that's what I'm hoping they'll find out when they go back there this time, you know.
Well, maybe who's that big televangelist that has the big mega church?
Oh God, I don't remember. There's been so damn many of
Oh,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not Tim Robbins, but someone like him. But anyway,
yeah, the guy that out in California had that big mega church. Yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we're gonna bring Jesus into your life.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Kenneth Copeland, and you know,
Yep.
Oral
yeah,
Roberts.
yeah. We have Oklahoma is proud. Oral Roberts, you
Mhm.
know,
Oh, and then you have, don't forget Franklin
Franklin Graham.
Graham. Yeah. God,
Yeah, well,
that's
Billy Graham,
Billy
and
Graham. Yep.
now
Yep.
Franklin. But
And Telegram.
they were more along the line of almost Methodist. You know,
Okay.
they weren't the whacked out. You know, they theirs was moderate. You know,
Right. They weren't
uh,
like Jim and Tammy Faye Baker.
yeah, the Bakers. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Or even Jimmy Swaggart.
Jimmy Swagger.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was playing.
what was funny was Mickey Gilley. I saw him a couple of times, and I'd met him, and then I saw him up at his theater up in Branson. And he said, "Now I'm not going to make fun of cousin Jimmy, because the last time I made fun of cousin Jimmy, he says Gilley's burned down in Pasadena, Texas. He said I refuse to make fun of him again." So because they were, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis, Jimmy Swaggart, and Mickey Gilley were all first cousins.
Oh,
They all
interesting.
grew up playing on their grandma's piano. It's the same piano. They all three learned to play on the same piano.
Hmm. Well, and I've come up with a video. This is kind of my take on how we could cure TDS, or we like to say Trump derangement syndrome.
Are you tired of screaming into the digital void? Is your blood pressure permanently tied to the trending tab? It's time for your mandatory neurological recalibration. Please, stare directly into the center of your screen. Do not blink. The network is not legally responsible for any sudden loss of partisan rage. The network is not legally responsible for sudden loss of partisan rage.
Initiating release the algorithm. The comments section cannot hurt you. Your opinions are dissolving into the release the algorithm. The comments section cannot hurt you.
Wow, I feel absolutely nothing. Up next, a puppy playing with a balloon. Have a peaceful, meaningless evening.
Yes, have a peaceful and meaningless evening.
Yeah, actually, Bill did write up there in polar craters with potential to be mined for drinking, oxygen, and rocket fuel. Okay.
Ah,
So that's what they're in. Yeah, and I did see Tammy Faye up there, and I also see where it says, "Yeah, don't read the chat." So
yeah, don't read the chat. Well, it's kind of hard to read when the video is going. Yeah.
what? No, I can read it when the video is going.
Ah, okay. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Did that guy use the force to drink his coffee with? Because
Yeah,
I
it
saw
had-
Yeah.
his hand go like this, and the cup was like way over.
Yeah, well, not only that, it was a paper cup on the desk. When it went up, he was holding his finger over here, and then there was a paper cup with a
with the
handle
handle.
from ceramic cups. Like, AI screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was
did.
like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He was definitely using the force. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that'd be about the only way you could get people to kind of snap out of it. You know, maybe they could broadcast that during Jimmy Kimmel and Steve Colbert and people go,
Yeah, it's not going
ah,
to work. Yeah, they're so busy hating on stuff that they don't care,
yeah.
and it's become
Well,
such an intricate part of who they are now. You know?
right. And it also a lot of liberals are watching that garbage, and that's why their ratings suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just plain not funny. And the only other ways we could, treat that syndrome, one would be electroshock. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. And how are you going to get millions of people want to do that? That'd be impossible. Or you could say, here, take a pill or have a shot, and you're just not going to get
Yeah.
people to,
I don't know. You know, until we get rid of progressivism and communism and socialism, I don't think that's going to change. You know.
yeah.
I was listening. They were talking about they've just executed a woman that, and some dweeb on a podcast talking about how could anybody vote for Trump, and yet, but yet, and this woman was she was Iranian. Her parents fled because she was on a hit list. Her dad was on a hit list,
Right.
and they fled right after the Ayatollah came in because he had worked at the Shah's hospital, and so he's put on a kill list. So they got out of there because he knew there was nowhere. He had 2 daughters, and there would never be anything good for him. And here's the thing about this woman that they executed, and this is what's most disturbing, and this is what these people don't understand. If a woman is killed, like executed, and she's a virgin, then she will still go to heaven. But if she's not a virgin, she won't go to heaven. So they gang rape them for about an hour, and then they execute them.
Oh boy.
That's how demented they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is what these idiots on these podcasts, and this gal, I think her problem is she's had way too many silicone injections and it's gone to her brain, because for her to she's supposed to be all about, supporting the woman, but yet she agrees with the government that would, because as this Iranian woman says, she's a doctor now here. She says, President Trump's the first president that's ever done anything. And they've since the blackout, they've executed close to another 1,000 people. Like the wrestler that came home as a hero from the Olympics and then turns around and gets executed. And it's just and then you got these liberal podcasters sitting there in their nice cushy little apartments, worried about whether their hair looks nice and is their lips done, their makeup and all that. Yeah, that's and yet they're supporting a government like that. Coming in, flies are starting to gather.
You had flies coming in. It's those.
Oh, they've been bad. My cousin has had problems up in Tulsa too. So
right. Mm-hmm.
They start getting worse when we got more storms coming in. We got more storms coming in tonight. So
right. Yeah. Right now it's starting to cloud up. Just before the show, it was nice and sunny, and I had, sunshine on my. So that's why I had to adjust where I was sitting, or else I'd have this beam of light coming from my window.
Yeah. So, we got up to 80 today, and
wow, that's good.
I mean, we've been hitting 79, 80 for the last couple of days, but we've had the rain, which cools it down at night, and we got more thunderstorms coming in, which personally I can do without, because the dogs kind of go nuts.
Right. Yesterday,
Poor Ranger, I don't know what he got into, but he went and hid somewhere where he got his coat. He come walking in and he was just covered in mud.
Oh boy!
Oh,
and he'd gone out there. He was like, if you took a 3 or 4 big thick terry cloth bath towels and throw them in a bathtub full of water and then drag them out. That's what he was like the other day when he come in during that like, what in the hell did you get into? And today he's still. So I gotta wait for this to settle down and start really. I'm going to have to give him a bath. He ain't going to like it, but he's going to get one anyways.
Yeah, that's right.
One of us will live through it. Hopefully both of us will, but one of us is definitely going to,
Well,
but yeah.
My parents, when they got older and cheaper, decided they didn't want to send the dogs to a groomer. It's like, hey, Art, time to clean the dogs. Oh boy. Pick them up.
What'd they do? Make you do it or put you in the tub with the dog?
I had to do it. Put the water in the tub and get a cup and rinse them off and
I need a trough for him because
you would. Yeah, he's a big dog.
Last time I took him out front and sprayed him down with a garden hose. That was the best way to do it.
There you go.
He wasn't happy, but he got her done. So, but the funny thing is he come in and from his nose all the way back, he was just caked with mud and everything.
Oh,
and
man.
His head and everything down to the midway of his back is already white again. So, so with luck, by the time this is all over, but so.
Well, I do have one more video to show that
okay.
It's another music video, and I actually changed the background, so enjoy.
Malunggay pandesal. Malunggay pandesal. Malunggay pandesal. Hey! Come on! Tinapay para almusal. Malunggay pandesal. Pandesal. Walang halok na chemical. Hey! Isa sitaw. Lamig kayo. Busog kayo.
Yeah, there you go.
What he said.
Yeah, what he said.
That's a little creepy, Art. You know that?
Yeah,
that's just kind of that was like
disturbing.
Wow. It was like a creepy that was like What is that? What is the movie? Oh, it has
It does, doesn't it?
yeah. The guy who
Hmm.
played in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, Anthony.
In one of Anthony Hopkins' first movies he did a movie where he was a ventriloquist.
Right. Oh, what was it?
Yeah. And the dummy was really creepy.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what that character looked like right there. What in the hell is the name of that I should know that because about half of the people that are dummy builders, uh, it's not Slappy because that's from Goosebumps.
Right.
God, what is that? I should know. If any other day I would have been able to think of it. Now that I need to think of it, I can't remember it. But yeah, yeah, and I can't even remember the name of the movie. I just remember, hell, I couldn't even remember Anthony Hopkins. Just Silence of the Lambs. That's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's time to get some Prevagen again. You know.
Prevagen. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. So I was lucky enough. Who's watching right now? Okay, I guess it doesn't make any difference. I was able to, while I was down there, pick up I renewed my white privilege card. I got me a new one.
Oh, good for you.
Picked up 3 of them, so I have one for both of my boys,
Oh, there you go. I'll have
along
to
with
get one when
along with my Gulf of America T-shirt. You know,
Gulf of America. Good, good,
yeah,
good.
yeah, and I got 3 $100 bills, and they have Donald Trump's picture on them. They're actually pretty decent looking. I did notice because I stuck them in the envelope with my extra spending money I took with me, which were $100 bills. And
Yeah.
when I pulled them out, they're just a tad smaller and they're not as green. So, but they look like they have the strip. They did a great job of photoshopping his picture in there. You know, they had some where it was colored, and I mean, it was just a piss poor job. But these were the right color, the right. Yeah, friggin' shut up, you idiot. Anyways, that's what they're probably thinking too. Yeah, shut up, you idiots. We can go to bed.
Oh, Magic is the name of the movie.
Magic, thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Charles, what's going on in your
hey.
neck of the woods, political wise?
Political wise, I'm not sure. I know that Trump has endorsed. I can't remember the name. The guy that's running against Hochul.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said that Hochul's trying to pull strings with the state's campaign funding and trying to block him from having $7 million in funding.
Oh, of course.
Trump says that
if
he gets in there, gets the funding and that he will beat Hochul in a landslide. I think he's got a much tougher race than that, especially since it's pretty much New York City that decides who's going to be governor.
Yeah,
and
New
they just
York
elected
City,
a Muslim socialist.
Yeah, and you got the the big cities like Syracuse, Utica, Buffalo, Albany. They're all blue cities, and they have pretty large populations. And then you have but the rest of New York, I mean, you look at a map of California, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of red. All the blue is around San Francisco and LA and maybe San Diego, but it's just red everywhere else. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What else is going on? That is not a whole lot going on. I had there were some other things going on. I can't remember what I was going to say. So, anything else? Did we miss anything?
No, I think we covered that and then some.
Yeah, I think we did. We've got the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, China may be out of oil by June 8th.
Yeah, apparently Trump has reached out to them to, give them an
Say,
offer.
hey, we got plenty of oil. You can
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
us. It won't be
Oh,
discounted.
I will say, the stock market was up by set a new record, I guess yesterday and today both.
Wow, that's good.
So an all-time high. So it's recovering, and like you said, the price of oil is going down.
It's going down. It's down below $95, I believe.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
so yeah, we and there's a good thing. The United States can make some money out of this deal,
Oh yeah.
simply
Mhm.
by our, oil. So I do know that a reporter from Australia asked Trump something today, and something about the tax not the levies, the
Tariffs?
tariffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, we're not real happy with Australia. He says, there's another country that didn't back us when we asked them. We just asked them to help us patrol the strait. We didn't ask, we were going to clear it out. We just wanted them to go in and escort ships, make sure. And so Australia is another one that's on our list. We spent all that money on NATO,
Defense.
and none of them stood up or helped us,
Mhm.
and so, you guys are out of oil. Hey, we got plenty.
Right.
You guys
Yep.
want it open,
Well, in Asia, they don't have to worry about it because Indonesia's got a shit ton of oil as well. They're a big oil producer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if they have the same output as Saudi Arabia, but they've got quite a bit
Yeah,
of
they got
oil
quite a
down
bit.
there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, we've got as much. Actually, the United States actually has more oil, and ours will last longer
Right.
than what Saudi Arabia is. Everybody thinks Saudi Arabia's got all the oil. They don't.
Yeah. Mhm.
We've got more oil than they do by a long shot.
Right. Mhm.
We've
Yeah,
got
I think their oil is relatively shallow.
yeah,
So
and ours are deep. Yeah,
deep,
ours are
deep
deep.
wells.
Yeah,
Yep.
deep wells. Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah.
And
So go ahead.
we have the technology to get the oil out that's in those hard to reach places using fracking.
Fracking. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's funny. You haven't been hearing a lot about the left complaining about fracking right at the moment, have you?
No, isn't that
Isn't
funny?
that amazing? It's going to
Amazing.
destroy the world, but now all of a sudden everybody's worried. Here's the other thing. They're all worried about getting the strait opened up. Why is that? Other than the fact there's other things that they ship out of there, but why are they worried about the strait being opened up? I mean, hell, none of them need oil anyways. They said they're all going green energy. So what the hell are they worried about? It's a good time to do it. Let's all switch to green energy now that there's no oil floating. Why
Mhm.
aren't they bitching about that? Why is it now they're bitching because the oil isn't flowing?
Yeah, flowing to countries that are against us, like
Yeah,
Europe,
exactly.
Europe
Yeah,
and
like Europe
Canada
and yeah.
and
Uh, when I said the oil must flow, that reminds me of there's a oh, it's a lot like the quote out of the
From Dune,
Dune.
yeah.
Dune, yeah, the spice must flow. Well, it's
yeah.
the same damn, because the spice helps with the transportation.
Mhm.
The transportation guild there, uh, they need the spice so that they can wrap space. Well, same with oil.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
that's the other thing. All of those ships hauling that oil or hauling anything, anything. It uses diesel.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those aren't nuclear powered barges
No,
and
no.
nuclear powered seafaring
Oh,
ships.
they're not using sails.
They sure say, yeah, they sure still ain't using sails. So
Yeah, sails
it's
and
really funny how all of that, I mean, the green people haven't even been out in the last 6
mhm,
months, anyways.
right.
They even quit protesting, climate change or anything because they were too worried about ice.
Uh, oh
And I
yeah.
think the reason they were doing that is because most of those were white, upper middle class women,
Yep.
and they were against ICE because they were going to lose their gardeners.
Yeah, that's right.
That's stereotyping, and that may sound, but the people that come into the country like that, except for the ones that are here to do ill to our country,
Mhm.
those are the ones that do the shit jobs that those rich white women, old fat white women, don't want to do. You
Mm.
know,
That's
I've
It's
that's
said it.
supposed to be done by teenagers.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
exactly.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are jobs taken away from.
Mhm.
And I did hear something.
You
I
heard
think in New
something.
York, they're pulling the Department of Transportation is pulling a bunch of money out of New York until they quit issuing licenses to undocumented people,
Yeah.
or commercial driver's licenses like
Right.
they did in California. California, they suspended 17 million licenses that they'd issued
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
after they got all their money cut off.
Oh, here's something I just remembered.
Maybe it's
You know,
17,000, but still a hell of a lot.
out in California, they are trying to pass a bill called the Stop Nick Shirley Act.
Yeah.
I'm like going, I wonder how that's going to pass the Supreme Court.
Yeah, and the whole, they're all about free speech unless it's against them.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey, we met.
They're all about getting rid of fraud unless it's their fraud.
Yeah, and for those that, well, hell, everybody watching knows who Nick Shirley is. If they don't, he's the one who found the fraud
Yeah.
at the
The Learing Centers.
Learing Center. Yes.
Yeah. Up in Minneapolis. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about it, look at that goober that they got for governor. He's sort of a leering type of person, anyways. Like, yeah. So
Mhm.
that's the Learing Center would be about right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't think he's masculine enough for that.
Yeah, you're right. Well, but they were supposed to be kids there, so I'm thinking,
Yeah.
he might have been leering at the kids. That was my thought when I heard that. Yeah. Anyways, but I did well down there. I actually got me a piece of 8 while I was down there, and
Cool.
yeah, I got me a Spanish piece of 8.
Yeah, a doubloon. Yeah.
Actually, a doubloon is different than a piece of 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Very-
this has got the Spanish cross on the back, and yeah, man, that's I would bite it. I was going to bite it to see it, but then I realized I don't have no damn teeth to bite with. So, so it's probably fake because I only paid like $1.99 for it. But
yeah,
what the hell?
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, by the way, I did get Lon's toffee back, so it made it back here, and so I'll have to figure out who I'm going to send it to this week. Yeah.
Oh, why did he turn it? He didn't want it, or
No, the dumb post office tried to have him pay $4.35 for postage. I'm like,
well, you
wait a
find,
minute.
because that's not the first time that's happened with something you've sent out. Because that
Right.
happened to me. I went ahead and paid it.
Right. Well, Lon
so-
didn't want to drive across town to go pick it up. And I go, okay, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I don't know why they're doing that. So you need to find
Yeah.
out. You need to go up there and say, "Hey, is this going to have postage due when it gets to the other side?" Because
Right.
that's been happening a lot.
Okay. What I'll do is
Take it to
That's
the
how
window and let them
Yeah.
do it.
Well, what I did differently is I used the envelope instead of, because it is a padded envelope. And normally I would say, yeah, it's in a box, and I give the dimensions, which are the dimensions of the envelope. And I thought,
Right.
I'll save a few bucks, and you'll still get there in the same amount of time. And I had no idea they were going to charge postage on that. So I will
Yeah.
go back to what I've been doing before.
Yeah. Because
So we've done over an hour. I want to thank all the folks, the fine folks watching in the chat. Thanks for coming. Bill, always
Uncle
great
Bill,
to have you. See you tomorrow night. Everybody have a great weekend. Don't forget my show tomorrow night, and maybe Bill's
Uncle
show
Bill's.
on Saturday if he's able to do it. So
Good
take
night,
care,
Steve.
everybody, and good night.
Good night,
God
folks.
bless all.
Don't forget, tune in to Artco Drones and Entertainment live stream for more exciting content every Friday night at 5 p.m. Mountain Time.